I am joined with Tracy today from Home Hardware. Thank you so much for coming in today.
My pleasure.
And when you're here, it means that spring is on the way. And
yes.
even though there is snow outside, people are getting ready to kind of prep their yards and things like that. So thank you so much for coming in. You brought a bunch of goodies with you.
I
so
did.
Do you want to just kind of talk about how we can make sure, like our summers are so short.
Yes.
And so how can we make sure that we use our gardens to its full potential?
I think a good place to start is to not only think about using our gardens, but also our houses as well, especially at this time of year.
Yeah.
So I brought a little mini greenhouse kit here where you can either start things like tomatoes, peppers, anything that needs that longer period of time,
Yeah.
or what's getting really popular is microgreens. So you could actually grow just from seed, and it only takes about 10 to 14 days to get a vegetable that you can eat. So
That's
there's
so cool.
lots of really great options there.
Yeah, and with these, once they grow inside, can you transfer them out to your yard, or do they stay inside?
The microgreens you would eat just as a small vegetable.
Yeah.
But other than that, you would take these and transplant them out in your yard come June when there's no more danger of frost.
Yeah, of course, very true. And also just wanted to kind of talk about the seeds and stuff like that. What is the best way to prep your yard, and when can you kind of get that started and all that kind of good stuff?
So just, as soon as the snow is gone, just gonna pick up if you have some gravel or salt left over from taking care of sidewalks and stuff during the winter, rake your lawn, take any of those, because hopefully in the fall we haven't cleaned up too much because our yards need that protection.
Yeah.
But so yeah, just and it's just to get out there, get scritching in the grass and soil, and just get ourselves ready a little bit too.
Yeah.
And
also, you brought some other things. So there's just so much to see. So
yeah.
I'm just looking. These tomato kits, plants. What are those? What can we use those for? And how are they beneficial?
So
for us?
we're just trying to make things super simple for homeowners and gardeners, especially new gardeners. So
sure.
There's little kits like this where you literally just add water. The seeds are there already, and you can put this in a sunny window or under a grow light if you have one, and just grow yourself some tomato seedlings. And this one is called a tiny Tim, so it's a really small plant with really small tomatoes. So they ripen really quickly, and they're really fun, especially for kids. So this is a really great project for kids and get them
cool.
excited about the
Yeah, because then
garden.
you can kind of get everybody involved in the garden, and
Yes.
it's not necessarily a daunting task, and you can just kind of make it fun for everybody, right? Very cool. Also wanted to talk about not only just the yard itself, but or the garden itself, the yard in general. We want to make sure that you kind of get out and enjoy that sun. So what are some kind of things that we're seeing in yard care, and just some of the trends that people are leaning towards this year?
So it's no longer the case where we have to have a huge yard with a portion of the yard set aside for a garden in the ground. We can use containers. We can put them all over in front of the garage, on the front porch. And there's really great new products out that are made out of resin, so they can handle the freezing, the thawing that terracotta planters and concrete planters can't, and they're just a fraction of the weight. So they're really very versatile, and you can go from growing herbs mixed in with flowers and tall grasses to transitioning it to pine boughs and that sort of thing over winter time. So it's really extending gardening throughout the season. So that's really fun and exciting.
And so those are okay to be outside all year long,
They
in the
are.
snow and everything.
Yes, so you don't
Very
have as
cool.
much of the bringing out and putting away.
Yeah, for sure. And one last thing, you did mention that if people want kind of continuous tips, there's a place that they can go, and that's something you guys are doing. So you want to kind of mention that as well.
Yes, so it's starting this coming Saturday, we're calling it Timber Garden Tidbits. So there's a registration online. It's just a $5 registration fee to come and just get some tips on if you are just beginning seeds, soil, water's getting to be a really big important question. So just these little tidbits, and then we also will have a gardening workshop series for new gardeners and people who just want to learn more and maybe get some new perspectives.
That's super cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming in today, Tracy. We appreciate it. And thanks for bringing all this goodies. If you're looking to prep your yard, Home Hardware is definitely the place to go. They're all full of knowledge and really helpful. So thank you so much for coming in, Tracy. Thanks.